Hey everybody, Casey here, and welcome back to Goosebumps HorrorTown. Now in the previous video, I finally bought a premium character. What I was trying to do with everything when this new update hit was to kind of go through all the different coined characters first, and then in the end when I've unlocked absolutely everything, go for the premium stuff. So that's what I did. And I started with the most expensive item first, which was the Masked Mutant. And I'm like, oh man, I'm so excited, this is so cool. 300 Goosebumps bucks is so pricey, but it's a cool character, right? Wrong. It's not a character. It's a scene. And even the payout for this is pretty crummy. Yeah, you're sending off this dude for 150 and he's back in 10 seconds. Doesn't seem very worth it, does it? So I wasn't really happy about that, I will be perfectly honest, because that's a lot to spend, especially with such a subpar payout, if I'm being even kind about this. I think what Pixel really needs to do is they really need to organize things a lot better. And I actually did leave some comments in the previous video to some people who were probably just as upset as I was about this. Organize your stuff a little bit better. That's all I'm asking. Make another tab that says scenes. That would certainly go a long way into knowing what is a scene and what's a character. I think it's a pretty, hopefully easy fix, and I hope that if you're watching this video, Pixel, you do a great job in the game. Just organize some things a little bit better. Now, if you look at this tab here, most of these are actually scenes. The thing is, some of them are not. Slappy and the Andrew Craw Headless Ghost, they're characters. All the remaining characters here, or should I say all the remaining characters in this tab, are scenes. You have no idea what is and what isn't, so I hope they do a better job of organizing this. As I said, just put a tab that says scenes, throw all the different things in there, and then you know. But actually, now that we're here, Professor Shock, Clarissa are the only two remaining. Now Professor Shock, if I scroll up over here, and I tap either of these warehouses, it doesn't matter because for some reason they're both the same. You can see down below, unlock Professor Shock. Just because they're used for a scene, does that mean they are still a scene themselves? Or are they a character? Now you would think that this would actually be a character. Now the reason I say this is probably a character is if you head over to other scenes, like for example, here, Slappy's there. Slappy's a character. If I head way over here to the cemetery, tap this, you can see down below, the Headless Ghost, they're a character as well. So if this pattern holds true, Professor Shock is a character. Now the only reason I know that is because I just play the game and I just kind of realized, okay, this could be true. But still, you should know what is and what isn't a character or a scene. I'm sorry, I'll stop talking about it. I'm just still really irked from the previous video. That's a lot to spend for a scene. I'm just saying. That's the last I'll ever bring it up. I just really wanted to get that off my chest. So you know what? Let us buy Professor Shock. I know I was going to go with Clarissa first, but you know what? Let's go with Professor Shock. Fancy, fancy. Really fancy. And I assume this is going to be an instant build, basically. There we go. Let's actually clear some stuff first. I just really want to clear everything. I don't like all this clutter, if that makes any sense at all. I basically want to know what I'm looking at without looking at a billion pop-ups. So as I said, I think Professor Shock will be a character. Show me character. Okay, so I got a character. I'm happy about that anyway. But what makes this 175 that comes with a character in a building, as opposed to the Masked Mutant, which is just a scene, at 300? I would like to know the difference. Is there something that makes that a bit more expensive? But I am legit curious as to why that is more expensive. Okay, I have to get back into the mindset here because I sound kind of mad this entire video, or irked. I don't really like that. So this is their building, their home. Professor Shock's lab, 250, 76 respectively, and let's see if we can find good old Professor Shock do they have a character quest? They do not. Now the question is, where is Professor Shock? So let's see if we zoom in a lot, if we can find them. We're looking for a dude with like spiky hair or whatever on his sides. There's Ricky. Hey, there he is. Hey, man. And we got some character quests as well. So we have stock up on components, which requires something that's locked. I don't know what that building is. Do a little weather experiment, which drops a ultrasonic scanner, and readable quantum mechanics, which drops an expedient folder. Now, what the heck is that building there? There's red on the bottom, and then there's like whitish gray at the top. Which one is that? Red at the top, gray on the bottom. Wait, no. Red on the bottom, gray on the top. Let's see. Aha! The hardware store. Wait a minute, do I not have a hardware store? You're screwing with me. I thought I had all the buildings. Oh, you know what? I don't think I do. Oh, I don't have a hardware store. I did not. Okay. Let us actually build the hardware store. And we got an 8-hour quest for that. Now this should go to 100%. Yes, it does go to 100%, which is really, really great. The good thing about that is that whatever that thing is that drops, when you try to sell it, if it pops up in the pawn store, it's worth a lot. I just keep selling stuff. And then clear stuff as well. Like so. Yeah, that's what I do. Rinse, repeat. Click these, click that. It's going pretty well, I gotta say. All those pumpkins. Oopsie. Is that it? Is that all the pumpkins? So you know what? I think before we wrap this up, I am going to see if I can get to level 21. Because that would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? There we go. New characters and buildings are available. I highly doubt it. But you never know. I'm basically skipping the gems and all the maps and all that sort of stuff because I'm pretty sure that I'll be needed moving forward. Alright, well, we don't have any exclamation marks in the corner, so it's very, very clear that at level 20, Mr. Johnson was the final character. So Clarissa, final premium character to go for. At least I'm hoping it's a character. It probably looks like it could be a scene. Again, I have no clue. But other than this, all the monsters will be done. All the heroes are done. All the neighbors are done. And the only other item I want to go for, oops, that's not it. This is it. Is, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It is the Mysterious Gazebo. Actually, there's two items. That's the first one. And this, the Chemical Fountain, is the second one. So those two items I will go for after this. It's not going to have its own video, obviously. It doesn't require or need it. But I will be getting these in my off time. So just one more video to go, which is Clarissa. And then I'll just be doing my thing. Putting characters on quests. Tapping pumpkins. Doing scenes. To raise this up. To get the Goosebumps bucks. To get the gems. To get the map. And all that sort of stuff. And finally, selling at the pawn shop, like you saw a second ago, for me to get to level 21, to just keep getting higher in levels. So thank you everybody so much for watching. If you guys have enjoyed this video, please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. My name's Casey, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye guys.